News Talk 1440 WROK.
Good morning, everybody. Dave Schmidt, along with Matt Nestor and producer Tom Warner, as we're here on the State Line Sports Hour. A busy night last night, Friday the 13th, basketball. Auburn loses. Rockford Lutheran continues in 3A. They'll play Peoria Manual. And probably the story that we'll talk more about Rockford Lutheran was the kid from Marengo, the three-point kid.
Man. Yeah.
He broke a state record for a single individual. Hey, right now, special guest. Hey, Twitter does work. With us right now, we have Rockford Lutheran head coach Tom Guse. Hey, Coach, thanks for calling in, and thanks for reading your Twitter.
Yeah, I just read it this morning.
You're a good man. Hey, congratulations on the win last night. You guys pull out a win, and we were just talking about the kid from Marengo last night. Can he really shoot the three?
He is really a special player. The shots he makes are contested. They're fading away, and they're from 25 feet, and you just tip your cap because we were guarding him really good in that first half, and it wasn't a fluke. He makes those, and he's going to give a lot of people problems next year because he's only a junior.
How special has this senior class been for you? You look at Weeding, Callan, some of the other players there, but especially when you look at those two, they've already been downstate twice, regardless of what happens come Tuesday, and maybe a chance to go 3 out of 4 years. Just how special has that class been?
It's hard to even express how much those guys. Our relationship is far beyond basketball. Both of those guys and have been with us all 4 years, and Timmy and Ryan as well. The 4 seniors are just special kids, and they've led us all year long. And it's so bittersweet because we're doing the things that we set out to do, and yet we know even if we do go win Tuesday and make it to next weekend, it's going to end soon. So they're just special kids, and they'll always have a special place at Rockford Lutheran.
You going to take a box of Kleenex to graduation this year, Coach?
Yeah. We did. Senior night was a tough night. They all got great grades. I think they're all like 4.0 students. I was hoping one of them would at least flunk so we could get them back next year, but it doesn't look like it's going to happen.
And Weedy was an academic all-state person in all of Illinois. That's pretty impressive, and what a great young man. We had him on last week.
Yeah, Nate. I think our team GPA is like a 3.7. So
wow.
You look at all the stats and all the accomplishments on the basketball court and the football field and other areas. We can't have practices on Sundays because they got to go to math competitions. They're the best. They're the best mathletes we've ever had.
What about the role Weeding is on right now? Number one, is he okay from last night with the ankle? But just the role that he's been on, he's been great his whole career. But really the regional last week, and then what he's able to do in the sectionals there, he's really seemed to even taken his game up another level.
Yeah, and we're asking him to too. He's just such a competitor that you look back at the Belvedere game. I think his final stats were 26 points, 19 rebounds, 7 assists, 6 blocks. Mm-hmm. You can't do much else, and then keep guys calm and throughout the course of the game, and he has been really good. He's only lost one sectional game in his career, and in that game he had a broken back that he didn't know at the time. So, we said we'll let you use that one as an excuse, but he really is. He's just a fierce competitor, and but does it in such a class way that represents what Rockford Lutheran's supposed to be.
You lose Koppelman from last year, a great player, but Joe Kellen steps in and fills that role pretty well for you, doesn't he?
Yeah, Joe has he's just worked so hard. I mean, he every day, from the minute the season got over last year, he had goals for himself, and he's just a very driven young man that, if he wants to go get something, he's going to work for it, knows he has to, and we lost a good senior class last year, but these guys just picked up where we left off.
One of my favorite things to watch with you guys has been the improvement over the year of the freshman Kenny Strawbridge and the way he's played for you guys down the stretch here. How key is that to maybe get a contribution from a place like that maybe you don't expect going into the year?
Yeah, Kenny. You look at summertime. He was playing eighth graders just that year before, and the passes you could get away with at the eighth grade level to the varsity level is just it's so much quicker. Once he made that adjustment and just relied on the fact that he is a good basketball player, he's just progressed as the season's gone on. And in games where we had comfortable leads, I just left him in the game just so he'd get more and more playing time. But and it goes for everybody. When we lost to Dixon, I think there was a lot of people who thought, boy, maybe Lutheran's going to fade away here. But we became one-dimensional scoring. Everybody was looking at Joe and Nate too much, and we needed other guys to look at the rim and be threats. And you see that in the box score with guys scoring 8, 9, 10 points outside of what Joe and Nate are doing. So everybody's contributed, and it's been nice to see.
You guys play Peoria Manual at Northern Illinois Tuesday night. What do you hear about them?
Well, they're athletic. They got a couple nice big kids. They're very disciplined, and they'll press you for 32 minutes. You got to be able to take care of the ball. They hit the glass real hard. They're patient on offense. They've beaten some very, very good teams this year, but it's what a super sectional. You're not going to get a team that is not too solid. So they're solid all the way around, and I'm just hoping that I know our guys will go out and compete as hard as they can. There's no question about that. It'll just hopefully the experience of playing at NIU in the past will be the difference.
Well, Coach, thanks so much for taking time out and reading your Twitter. We appreciate it. Good luck against Peoria Manual. You're our hope for Rockford, and good luck and bring us back a state championship.
Hey, thanks for having me. We've
been talking with Tom Guse, the head coach at Rockford Lutheran. I love what they're doing over there.
Oh, they've got such a great program over there, and it's been rolling for a while now. Again, they've got the potential here to go downstate for the third time in 4 years here. And regardless of what happens, again, another sectional title, playing in another super sectional, regardless of what happens Tuesday, another great year for that team and that program and those players and Coach Guse. It's just amazing what they've done there. They've really become kind of, in a lot of ways, maybe the premier program in Rockford. Auburn's maybe had some higher peaks over the last few years, with Fred's team, and their team this year, but, I think for consistency's sake and things like that, they've really become the premier program.
Yeah, and they're fun to watch, too.
That they are. A lot of fun to watch. And, they like to get up and down the floor, too, so I don't think playing a pressing style is necessarily going to bother them, when they see Manual. We'll see about the size, though. That was something they were worried about against Belvedere last week in a regional. So I know they're going to be conscious of that, and they're going to have to work. But, I tell you what, that Nate Wheating is a good player. And if anybody can find a way to score down there against size, that's going to be him.
Joe Kellen, I love Joe Kellen because, like he says, he never quits. He goes out there.
Yeah.
If he's having an off night, he says, okay, I'm going to do what I need to do, and he does it. So.
Yep, exactly. And, and it was good for him last night kind of stepping up because he had been kind of scuffling a little bit lately. Obviously the team was still winning, but, I think it was probably good for him and his confidence to kind of step up in a big game last night.
And his mom, Pam, always helps us out a lot.
Yeah, she does great.
She's good.
Us, yeah.
So, Rockford Lutheran will take on Peoria Manual Tuesday night at, I think, 6 o'clock at NIU.
Yep.
And it's always fun to go there. So
yeah, great atmosphere, great stadium there. So, hopefully we can get a lot of Lutheran fans there and support the team.
And I think that their student section is already getting ready for their whatever outs they do. They do blackouts, whiteouts.
All that kind of stuff. Yeah, I'm sure maybe it'll be a purple out. Who knows?
Purple out. I think it might be that. Purple out. Do you have any purple?
I probably could find some somewhere.
Remember Amanda Carlson? I told her she had to get rid of her green and get her purple because she's going from Boylan to Lutheran. Well, kind of a weird weekend.
Yeah, I think it wasn't some of the conversation we thought we were going to have today, but, but good luck to Lutheran on Tuesday.
Yeah, keep updated on the StatelineSportsHub.com. All kinds of good stuff on there, and it's free, Matt. You have to pay to be on there.
That's the best part about it.
We'll see you again next week here on the State Line Sports Hour. For Matt Nestor and Tom Warner, this is Dave Schmidt saying have a good weekend.